Thank you, David, for kind introduction. And you are my good friend also. And we've talked many times, but it was an honor to meet you. And I'm sure we will have a long friendship going forward. Thank you. And I congratulate your mother for the Woman of the Year. And we loved and we miss your dad, Jack Mazoyan, who was a dedicated aspect. We always remember him, and he will always be in our hearts. Esteemed clergy, Avak Diruhi Nancy, Berberian Thompson, Avak Diruhi Gloria Kirkoyan, co-chairs of the Convocation Committee, Avak Sbarabeds, Avak Diruhis, Sbarabeds, Diruhis, brothers, sisters, and distinguished guests. Before I move on, I would like to remember some of our brothers and sisters that we lost this year. I lost one of my Avak Tivan members, my Southeast GDR, Brian Pekjian. And we have his daughter, Ani, here with us. Please stand. Our deepest condolences to your father. Thank you. We also lost our Navak Sbarabed Dr. Denis Papazian, Navak Sbarabed Paul Derananyan, Archbishop Vache Hovsepian, and many dedicated sisters and brothers. At this time, I would like you to stand to give a minute of silence for their memory. Thank you. And we did an official memorial service today for them. Their memory will stay with us forever. Welcome to the grand banquet of 105th Avak College. I thank the Convocation Committee co-chairs Nelson Stepanian, Armine Manukian, and Michael Gulasarian, Arad Laj Sbarabed Arakel, and Diruhi of RP, also Armine, and the entire team for this wonderful occasion and for a remarkable week of meetings, workshops, and important collaboration. It has truly been an unforgettable for all of us. I also like to recognize my New England GDR, Bob Avakian, please stand. On behalf of the Avak Tivan, we thank all of you very much for putting out a wonderful convocation. At this time, I would like to introduce my Avak Tivan members, and when I call your name, please stand and remain standing. My Avak Ter Sbarabed Levon Toros. Avak Yeret Sergei Simavorian. Avak Teprapet Armen Gostanyan. Avak Ganzapat Ran Nazli. And Avak Arogagal Gregory Babikian. And my friend Avak Ted Karen Amirkhanyan was not able to make it, but please give a big round of applause to my team. I would also like to recognize my GDRs, my New England GDR, Bob Avakian, Mid-Atlantic, Ed Sanosian, Levon Sarian from Chicago. Thank you, brothers. I would not, and Marshall Mushikian, my brother from Fresno. I'm sorry, Marshall. I could have not done this without the great team that I have, and I'm truly, truly honored to work with gentlemen like you. And every minute, every hour, you were behind me, supporting me, and I cannot thank you enough for putting your time and dedication. Also, with this opportunity, I would like to thank my senior advisors, Avak Sbarabed Steve Adams, and Avak Sbarabed Steve Karajan. Believe it or not, they have not missed a single Avak Tivan meeting. Avak Sbarabed Steve Adams came on to every Zoom call. And if he couldn't make it, he would contact us and he would be available for answering questions or giving advice. That is true advisor. Thank you, thank you. I would like to thank my family, my beautiful wife, Gayane. My boys, David and Daniel. My mother, Nakin Diruhana Antonian. And my wife's cousin, Lilith Petrosian and Alla Petrosian, who has a beautiful voice. Please give him. It takes a lot, so having a supportive family is very important. And Nakin Avak Sbarabeds know how much time it takes to have this position. And if you don't have a supportive and patient family, it's not possible. So thank you again. I also thank the outgoing Nakin Avak Tiru Gloria Kirkoyan of Zabel Ochak, Detroit, for her leadership of the Daughters of Vartan with her Avak Horurt. Thank you. It was a great pleasure and honor to work with you. You have shown dedication to the Armenian cause all your life, and I know that your fine work will always continue. Thank you very much. Nakin Avak Tiruhi. I congratulate incoming Avak Tiruhi Nancy Berberian Thompson of Altis Ochak, Fresno, and her Avak Horurt for their election in installation today. Congratulations. I look forward to working with you, all of the betterment of our brotherhood and sisterhood, working together to support our people and our homeland. And here in the United States, I agree with you, we have to support causes here in the United States, and the project in Glendale, the museum, is extremely important, and it's not a regional, it's an international project. And I think every Armenian around the world should contribute to that project, because this is going to be the biggest Armenian museum outside of Yerevan in the world. Earlier today, my Avak Tivan officers and I were honored to be re-elected to another term to lead the Knights of Vartan organization, and perhaps the most important point in the history of our homeland. All of us have a job to do. There's no time to waste. All of us have contacts, resources, and connections we can devote to serve the people of Armenia and Artsakh from elimination. The blood of our compatriots in Armenia and Artsakh is being shed. I lost my cousin during the 44-day war, and many of you have lost loved ones too. We have no excuse not to dedicate everything we have to this effort. I talked about this during my acceptance speech. The people of Artsakh are hanging on a thread. 120,000 men, women, children are boxed and blockaded. No food, no water, and no electricity. Imagine you have no guarantee that your children will be safe tonight. It's surreal and very scary feeling. The most frustrating part of this situation, it has no end date. Tomorrow morning, They wake up, they don't know what's waiting for them. 120,000 of our brothers and sisters. Just imagine, we're here celebrating in this beautiful country, safe and sound, but we have our brothers and sisters in Artsakh that any given moment could be ethnically cleansed and could be eliminated. 1915 is happening right now in Artsakh. It's as real as it gets. We go to the Times Square every year, commemoration. We have our speeches at State House in Massachusetts, at New Jersey, and other places. And we talk about the Armenian genocide that happened in 1915. We need to talk about what's going on now, because it's a real ongoing genocide and it's pure ethnic cleansing. And we cannot depend on anyone. I already mentioned that during my acceptance speech. We only can depend on ourselves and the diaspora. We can make a difference, but we need to unite together and work on this together. What can we do? Raise awareness. Donate funds for advocacy. And continue supporting Call to Action Committee. As the brothers heard from Brian Artuni, the director of Armenian Assembly this morning, advocacy is extremely important. We need to make our voices heard here in the United States with our congressmen, with our senators, because if they don't put the pressure on Azerbaijan, they're just gonna eliminate one day at a time, all of us. And guess what? When they take over Artsakh, they're not gonna stop. They will want Syunik, they will like say Lake Sevan, because they have already names for those areas. They already have a name for Lake Sevan in Azeri. They already have a name for Goris, Ghapan. They already have names for Jermuk. And they claim that it's a Azeri land. I'm not talking about Artsakh, I'm talking about the Republic of Armenia. So, advocacy and call to action committee is extremely important. We have to realize this, we have to go back home, we have to talk about this with all of our brothers and sisters, and when you get a communication from the Avak Tivan and from a call to action committee, please react to it and follow the instructions, because the committee works really hard and gives you clear instructions of what to do to advocate on our behalf. So please follow and make this your number one priority. All of us can make even greater difference when we're united and fight for one cause. My motto, my philosophy is one. We need to unite, and that's the only way we can win as a nation. Armenians are very divided, but we unite when it's a difficult time, and we have proven time after time that we can do this. 1988 earthquake, the entire Armenian population of the world gathered as one and helped our brothers and sisters in Gyumri. 1991, breakup of the Soviet Union, Artsakh war. Sbarabed knows this very well. We were carrying cash, we were sending food, medicine, everything to Artsakh so they can fight to defend our land. And my father-in-law, Guyana's father, died during the 1991 war. But again, 1991, when we became united again. 44-day war. Again, why do we have to wait for it to be terrible and horrible for us to unite? Why can't we just reunite and be united and put our political parties aside, our religion aside, whether you are Catholic, Orthodox, Protestant, Eastern, Western diocese, I don't care. We're Armenians. And if we don't unite, And if we don't support our cause, we're not going to exist. And it's a reality. And I'm not telling you because these are just words. These are facts, and it's a reality. But there is a way we can make a change. If we stand together, we can make our voices heard, and we can say, never again. Armenians are more powerful than Turks. Azeris have oil, we have a diaspora. They have cash, we have minds. We have intelligence, they don't. And they know that. And what we're doing so far frustrates the heck out of Aliyev, believe me. Because with all that power, all the money, Turkey, Erdogan behind him, Pakistan behind him, Israel behind him, he still cannot fight with Artsakh. He still cannot take over Artsakh. A tiny little area with people that have only Kalashnikovs in their hands. Why? Because of our pressure. Because who we are as Armenians, intelligent and well-known and reputable people around the world. So we have to continue that pressure, and diaspora is the only hope we have. Thank you very much, and enjoy your evening.